Do 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 do. Boop, boop,
Swing
boop,
your
boop, boop,
arms
boop,
from
boop,
side to
boop,
side.
boop,
Come on, it's time to go.
It's time
Do
to
the
do
Mario.
What's up, everybody? Space Mun Boy Man, thank you so much for the sub right off the bat, and welcome to a tier list, a Tears of Clown, like none other, a ranking of the Marios. Jake's here, of course. Jake, make a bird noise. And Adam, thank you so much for being here. Our very special guest, thank you so much for being a part of this today.
Happy to be here, and my bird noise is pew-pew-pew, pew-pew-pew.
And
I
of
believe
course
that's
we've
a
got
Carolina Wren.
and
I think that was a Carolina Wren.
mine's I'm a bird and I'm on fire. Someone please. Please, I was cursed by a witch to talk and now I'm on fire because I was in a house where a man was smoking cigarettes and he fell asleep. I think he has a heroin addiction. Tears the clown, say hello to Adam.
Oh, she's out of focus. And hey!
Oh, hey.
Fucking terrifying. The focus thing's scary. True Mata, thank you for the sub. Go
Tirzo
on.
actually was in focus, but it was your own mind trying to protect you from like perceiving her. That was what was going on.
Okay, all right. I don't even want to. You know what? I don't even know if we'll hear from Tirzo again for the rest of the stream. Adam, are you afraid of clowns? Let's get that out of the way.
I'm not afraid of clowns. I am afraid of Tirzo, but not for clown reasons.
Fantastic.
More the overall threatening aspect.
Now, some say Mario, some say Super Mario, some say Mario. But either way, he has withstood Doo-Doo Head Jones. Thank you for the 5-month subs. I just love it. Just love it. Can anyone just have a normal name? Can anyone just be Jerry? Can anyone just be Jerry Richards with the sub thing?
Bartholomew Smith? Someone normal? Anything?
Yeah,
no, it's always
anything.
just like groin tenderizer.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
that's who's subbing to this channel.
Groin hater, 22 or whatever. It's always. But anyways, we love Nintendo here. Absolutely, Tirzo. How many days, Tirzo, does Adam have left to live? Could you give us
a fun game? Fun game.
all right. Okay, I don't even know what that means.
Wow.
I think that's 0. All right.
Is Tirzo real, or are these macros?
No.
Tirzo, there is a live
We were asked this once already. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, wait. There she is.
Fucking love it, dude. Yeah. Does that answer your
I thought
question?
there was somebody queuing him up on a fucking stream
Right.
deck. Nope.
No, not at all.
No, that would be efficient. That would be smart. But then you lose those cool dance moves.
No, we
Now,
make
I-
someone
Adam,
dress
I
up
want
in
Put on
full
makeup
cloud
for a
makeup.
Twitch stream. Got it.
Yes.
I have to break. We need to break this down. When you were like, "Hey, let's rank the Marios," I was like, "Oh yeah, the Mario games, like Mario 3. Is it better than Super Mario World? That's like a classic one." That like, no. You said, "I want to rank the the avatars of Mario that have appeared over the years."
I have very strong opinions about Mario and which Marios are more Mario and less Mario. Some of them are supremely Mario. They're Super Mario, if you will. And some Marios are less Mario.
Right.
And I'll give you an example. If I hopefully I don't spoil anything ahead of time. I saw the Mario movie. Didn't look enough like Mario. I was like, this Mario is not Mario enough. You know? And
we'll get into this in the episode.
Yeah.
But like the mustache, the overalls, the hat, that's it. That's all you need, right?
No, there's very fine. I'm sorry for eating sunflower seeds during the stream, but I'm not going to stop.
It's great.
Because it's a stream. It's not even a podcast. So I mean, people literally go to the bathroom during these.
Right.
Everyone's fine with it.
Totally.
So this is the only form of media ever invented where you get to watch people pee and poop.
Right.
So you can handle sunflower seeds.
I've definitely had my listeners hear me take full pisses before, like in the fully audible on the microphone. Absolutely.
And they love it. And they start playing games with it.
Yeah.
So yes, it's all about there's a certain like platonic form of Mario that is the perfect Mario, and all actual physical instantiations of Mario are closer or further from it. None can truly be it, because to even be drawn by a human artist is to be devolved in some way and to, be some steps away from the divinity of Mario himself.
You see Mario, and I use the live action movie canon, that is his last name. You see Mario like
everywhere.
Others see the Buddha.
Right.
That these are all like manifestations of trying to encapsulate a holy ideal.
Yeah. And also
Mario actually can become the Buddha if you turn into a statue in Mario 3 in Tanuki form.
There's also
Mario is clearly an enlightened being.
There's also BVO and AVO. I mean, when I first heard Mario say a thing in Mario 64, it blew my fucking mind. And then I yanked on his nose and his stupid ears, because they let you do that in the menu screen. Real quick, Oop Marie, thank you so much for the sub. Euler's Number, thank you so much for the sub. Pippino and XJ Slays, thank you so much for the sub. Big Dirty Dookie Pant Man, no thank you for the sub. Mikey Exotic, thank you for the sub. Future Predator, no thank you for the sub, because I think that person's not talking about the movies. I think that person's talking about illegalities. All right, I think it's time to get into it. I think we're going to be ranking it on whatever Adam's idea of the Mario is. I'm interested. I think that
I'm going to throw fuckability into the mix. I'm not going to
Fuckability is definitely going to be in the mix. Fire and Sea Smoke, thank you so much for the sub. Dirty Holden's mom, no thank you for the sub. Yes, we'll have a little bit of fuckability in there, because we made the mistake, Adam, of ranking the Looney Tunes characters by fuckability, and now these horny, filthy dogs, all they want us to do is rank everything by fuckability. We did the United States of America, and they said we want to know by fuckability, and I was like, I don't know. Would I fuck Arkansas? Probably. She's got big fake tits. Regardless, though, we are going by, I think for me, too, we all have, we're an older crew here. We've seen Mario from 0 to the movie, right? I mean, we've seen it go all the way. Rob Hawker, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Crazy Gooman. We've seen it go from, nothing to everything, and that's why I think we have the best perspective. Fuck it. Let's get to the first entry on the list. What do we have to start with? There you go. 64 Mario 64. Mario 64 is really special to me because the voice was a huge, huge deal. It was really my first, oh shit, we're going into 3D experience. I mean, just from a video gaming standpoint. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about Mario 64 Mario?
Jake, you go first.
Well, I didn't take the voice into consideration until you said something, and that let's go.
Yeah.
That really did give him this dimensionality, and it just locked in a essential Mario-ness aspect to the character.
I think it'd be different if the voiceover actor didn't end up being the guy from that point on.
Yeah.
But I mean,
played, obviously everyone watching this knows, played by Charles Martinet, the canonical voice of Mario for many years, who just, created the character, originated the character, and is in his own life practically Mario. Have you ever seen his Instagram? He just walks around going woohoo at people, and he has a childlike delight, and he barely can string any other sentence together. He has no skills, just like Mario. Other than being just like Mario, he is nothing but Mario.
Yeah,
that's
apparently
all he is.
He crowned a disease. Apparently, if you can only make weird noises like that, and that's your only vocabulary, you have Mario Itis. And it really, if you could, there's
I think we're giving. You know what? I'm going to be the bad guy here. I think we're giving too much credit to a guy that was like, "Hey, what if Mickey Mouse was Italian?" I feel like it's not that big of a vocal accomplishment. It's stuck. I'm not going to deny him that, but come on.
He created a character, and he's so
awkward.
The model is awkward. Go for it.
Okay, the model is awkward. It's not a singular mesh model. It's all just floating blobs of limbs and torso bits. It's pointy. It's 800 triangles. Well, that's different. That's the title screen. That's a different kettle of worms.
So
okay,
good.
Fine. Well, when you show it like that, yes, it's chock full of character and delight. But that's just the Mario they want to make. That's just the CG render Marios are also a little bit awkward. Like if you look at all of those old art books and even just the box art for Mario 64, it's just they didn't quite nail it yet. A lot of early 3D Marios I feel like is a little bit awkward. So I'm saying not very fuckable. I'm saying a little bit awkward. I'm saying lacks that essential Mario-ness.
Yeah, it's definitely not my like old Ultimate Mario for sure. I mean, it's got because we had so many growing pains in general with like 3D, right? And like what 3D where it could take us. You know, I do think if we were ranking, you'd almost have to separate that title screen Mario from the actual Mario that's in the game in a lot of ways. You know, he's dead-eyed. He looks like Willy Loman at the end of Death of a Salesman. I mean, at times, you know, it's very difficult to look at it if you just stare at that Mario. You know, you're usually kind of distracted by the level design and things like that. I would give this Mario, I'm going to throw my gambit out there for this starter. I think I'm going to give this Mario a C, personally. A C.
I think I agree with C because I think the voice it gets bumped up for the voice, but I agree that the model is not it's like they're trying to approximate Mario, but it's not true Mario yet. Because it's just so crude and, you know.
I'm hearing you guys say C, and now I'm like getting, because the one thing it did nail is Mario's movement.
I was about to say,
Mario
are we taking into account like the fact that Mario got like a triple jump in this game?
Oh, I just mean in terms of animation, just like how this squat little guy is even moving through space so acrobatically, and it's with this like little tippy tap tip like movement, and he like can change inertia really quickly. Like he feels like a creature of mass that is actually capable of somersaulting through the air, despite being, I'm gonna say it, a weird meatball being that's barely recognizable as human.
Jake, you're veering dangerously close to ranking the game now. This is all gameplay mechanics that you're talking about, and game feel. You're describing game feel. You're not just looking at this Mario and saying, how Mario is this Mario?
Yeah, if I'm going to hang out with this Mario, am I going to be like, that's some Mario-ass Mario? Or I'm going to be like, hey, this Mario is just not quite Mario to me. You know what I mean? I think I agree with that, I think.
All right, then it's fine. C, I'll take it.
All right, first one's at C. Let's go. All right. What do we got next?
Easy F on this next one.
Baby Mario. I love Super Mario World 2, a.k.a. Yoshi's Island. Though it is, I always tell this story. It's the reason why I've never tried cocaine. My friends and I used to do way too much Adderall back in high school, and I ended up staying up all night trying to 100% Yoshi's Island, and I never 100%ed it, and the sun came up, and I felt disgusted with myself, and I swore off all uppers after that point in my life. So Baby Mario saved my life, dude.
Walden would have died of a meth overdose if not for this game.
Certainly fentanyl. Yeah. Baby Mario saved my whole life, okay? So maybe I have an affinity. Did Baby Mario save your life, Adam?
I think I agree. Like, when you're playing Mario Kart and you're looking at that character select screen and Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are there and Baby Daisy and Peach now, too, I think. My thought is like, why are they even in the game? They should not be in the game. This is like, what series is this? What abomination is it? This is not part of the Mario universe. Yes, Mario was once a child, right? But he's not a character who should be driving a car. Like, this is not Mario. There was never a Mario Babies animated series. What?
Canonically, he's like, he came from the stork. That's like essential for Baby Mario, is that he was dropped by the stork. That's like, what are we even doing?
Fucking with the Mario, you know, the Mario timeline, to the extent there is no timeline, because like previously he was a plumber in Brooklyn who fell in a pipe, and now he was being delivered by a stork. So who made that hat? Like, there's no.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he got the hat from his plumbing job. It's what they
without
paid
the hat,
you when you
without the hat, he's
trade.
not even recognizable as Mario. Also, I'll just say that.
Yeah,
let me just say this. As much as I'm biased on the fact that Baby Mario did kind of save my life, essentially, with the whole Adderall night that I had, I will also say that I'm a bit biased against because for some dumb fuck reason, I know why, because we're doing an episode on The Mask for Wizard and the Bruiser this week. I watched Son of the Mask, and if I have a bias against something right now, it's like dumb baby shit, where they're like kind of acting like, hey, here's a funny comedy concept. Let's have a baby do things that they shouldn't be doing. How funny. I'm so over it. It's so bad, and it makes me so mad. I even watched the 3-part series Jamie Kennedy put out about why the movie was so bad, and then that was also bad. So I'm mad at all of it. I give him an F. Give him an F.
F.
All
F
right.
for Baby Mario.
There you go. Done. There we go. All right. I feel like we might be about to do a Mario. What do we got next?
I believe next is the good Captain Lou Albano.
He's like I wish he was my dad, dude. Is that, you know what I mean?
No,
Can
you
I say
don't.
That?
You
yes,
absolutely
I do,
do
dude.
not want
I
that.
super do.
You do not want a 1970s and 80s wrestler as your dad. If he's ever around, he's too busy like throwing furniture through all the windows in the house. He is like,
I want him to be my
car.
uncle, but then my dad got destroyed in like some like factory accident, and then he had to take over as my dad. You
Have
know
I told
mean?
you my barely coherent Captain Lou Albano story, Holden?
No.
Do you know this? When I went to like a summer camp when I was like, I had to have been like 7 or 8, like kindergarten ass age. They had Captain Lou Albano show up, and everybody was like, who's Captain Lou Albano? And then someone was like, oh, he's Mario. And we were like, oh my God, Mario's here. And they had to explicitly tell us before he came up to talk to everyone not to ask him about Mario stuff. And it was so painful because every kid was just like, so when you were fighting King Koopa, did you have to use a fire flower? And he was just like, I'm on a lot of stuff. I wrestled. That was great. The Iron Sheik. That was fantastic. He refused to acknowledge the Mario thing at all. And that's all we knew him from.
I love it.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double.
So good, man.
I forgot about Hooked on the Brothers.
Yeah.
The song.
Yeah.
Wave your arms from side to side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step.
Yep.
And then again.
And then another step. And
That's
how
the
you
whole
do the
dance.
You take 2
also,
steps
not
forward.
a step back. No step back.
You take
are
a step
just
forward
perpetually-
and then another step forward.
Yep.
And so by the end of the dance, you're literally facing the wall, like your head is on the wall, like you're walking into the wall. If you do the dance to completion, you've made it to the other side of the room fully. It takes
just
no
like
sense.
that.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and give Captain Lou Albano Mario an S.
Ooh,
F.
no.
It's
No,
really
I'm
not what I
sorry.
expected.
I'm
I was gonna say a B.
Okay.
Because look, he's off my. Is it a veto? Is it a veto anytime I disagree with Holden?
All right,
no,
I guess
no.
it's a good time to talk about the veto balloon. So once we slot a veto into the tier list, or I'm sorry, once we slot a something into the tier list, at any point we all have a veto balloon. Chat also has a veto balloon. And so we can throw it to a poll if chat's getting upset. Use the veto balloon emotes in the chat. Let us know if you're upset about something. We could put it to a vote. But it's after it's slotted in. And it can either go up 1 or down 1. No more, no less. But I was also kind of being a troll just then. But I don't know genuinely where I'd put him. I'm thinking B-ish, but Adam, I'm all ears.
I was going to say, let's generously say that he's a little off model. He doesn't look entirely like the modern Mario we know today, right? However, I think it's an excellent depiction of what Mario's life in Brooklyn prior to going to the Mushroom Kingdom would have looked like. He is accurately portraying an Italian plumber in Brooklyn. who lives in a basement apartment with his brother.
Yeah.
Constantly hanging out
accurately
with
than Chris
Grandpa
Pratt.
Munster and Elvira at random intervals.
Yeah.
Constantly
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
hexed by witches.
Dude, the Elvira episode is wild. It is wild.
I've not seen that one. Elvira, such a big deal. We should be, we should be ranking the Elviras, honestly. And Elvira's still at it. That lady does not quit.
Dude, she is amazing. I follow her on Instagram. She's incredible.
I mean, just to be a woman who's like, I'm going to dress like this, that's it. And suddenly she's got her own pinball machine. Like, the power.
You know what's
power
crazy?
of that outfit.
So you know what's crazy about that outfit? So when she was a little girl, she walked up to a pot of boiling water and accidentally upturned it onto herself and covered like her whole torso in horrible burn scars. That outfit specifically covers the scars but leaves the non-scarred part available for us to enjoy. Isn't that wild?
That's insane.
I did an episode. I did a pop
that
history on Elvira. She's fascinating. She's fascinating. She was
awesome.
she was touring around with like drag queens and stuff like that. Anyway, she's amazing. We're not ranking Elvira. We're ranking Captain Lou Albano. He's as tired as I think Mario actually is in real life. That's all I have
Eric,
to say.
I hate to put you on the spot, but like while I'm making this point, if you can find the Captain Lou Albano anti-drug PSA where he's like not even dressed as Mario, they just threw like a dirty hat on him. It's life-changing. But I will say, absolutely not Mario, especially of that era where like the ideal of Mario was like this fantastical cartoon character that like only exists in the realm of the game. Like all you've ever wanted was to like see Mario's adventures, especially at that age as a kid, like, you know, what you imagine you're seeing while you're playing the game. And it's like cheap and weird, and he is just this bizarre man. He feels like a crazy person, like barreled through a Harbor Freight and just decided he was Mario after not even playing the game, after like looking at the box. So for the nostalgia and the chaos energy that he brings to the lore, I agree on a B.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
How much cocaine was he on when he was recording that?
It takes a lot of cocaine to summon the words, you go to hell and before you die.
All right. Are we giving him a B, Adam? Are okay, great. Yes, smack a B on that bitch. Yeah, dude. Wow, we have not given a above a B. That's our first B even, which is kind of wild. Hit us with the next shot. What are we working with? Catman Mario. I mean, this was such fan service for the Nintendo community, knowing, of course, that most people who love the Mario games that come out currently and want to play them with their significant other and whatnot tend to be cat people. I'm a bit anti-cat. I think they're annoying.
Japanese? You just mean Japanese people?
Yes, Japanese people. They want to go to a cafe where a bunch of cats live.
I enjoyed the Cat Mario, but it's a clear ripoff of Tanuki Mario.
Yes.
Like it's an inferior version of Tanuki Mario. I give it a... Now, by the way, this is at the period where they're nailing Mario's look every time, and Mario always looks like Mario. And so it's always on model, right? And Super Mario 3D World was a good game, definitely. They brought back some of the older illustration style for some like the illustration art, which I really enjoyed for that game. I forget the name. Jake, you might know the name of the artist I'm referencing. There's like a particular Mario artist from the 80s who they like started using that same art style again.
I believe you're talking about Morbius.
No, Mobius.
Mobius. Sorry, I was thinking it's Morbin time.
More, there are layers in that joke. But, you know, it does look a lot like Mario, and it's very enjoyable, and it has a lot of that joy of the early Mario games of, like, we came up with a big, new, fun thing for Mario to be. So I think I give it a B as well for a B or a C, but I'll let you guys decide.
I go C. I think cats are dumb. I think everyone's lying about liking them. I think that I don't like the part where everyone's like, look how awesome cats are. See this annoying thing that this cat's doing in this video? Wow, how great that cat is. I'll never understand it.
Dear God, Holden, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you even know, like, not just our audience, your own audience? Like, have you talked to these people? We have talked to these people.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, sure. Fuck off, Holden. Don't start. Go fuck yourself. And our cats think you're dumb, says Pimpino.
Just the word bad.
Now I'm getting veto balloons. We've got whatever jail emotes from my own thing. Holden is annoying, says Jericho 1717 or whatever. I'm getting a curse laid upon me. Bad men. Holden is the wiener.
Let's just give him an F. Fuck these people. Cat Mario gets F.
He gets an F.
Yeah, do it. Fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck you.
I love this guess. We've got some veto balloons in chat, but I'm ignoring them. I don't know if Jake wants to put a poll up. He can, but I'm very happy with that choice. Don't fucks with cats. It was not the best documentary. It was interesting though, but I'm definitely not the guy. All right, what do we have next? This is classic art Mario. I mean, it fills me with
S.
joy. Yeah, is that S? How is it not S? I mean, this is like, I feel like this is the template we're working off of.
A friend of mine, when we were 8, he had this as a bedspread, and he had hung it from his wall. It used to be on his bed, but he just put it on his wall like a gigantic poster. It was just so sick. And yeah, I mean, that's Mario. That's Mario.
I had that exact image on a sleeping bag that I took to every sleepover before, up until age 12. Even if half my torso was sticking out of it, I held on to that thing.
And this is from the period where what we needed the art to help us bring the pixel art characters to life.
Yeah.
And so the art was so important to creating the mental image of Mario. I mean, look, I prefer the slightly later art style. That is a little bit more my Mario, but this is undeniably a wonderful Mario.
Yeah, this is a nostalgia
bring up that
thing
art
for me.
again.
Yeah.
If you bring up that art again, this was drawn by Mr. King Dick Shigeru Miyamoto himself.
Oh,
a lot of later Mario art was done by Yoichi Kotabe, who is also very responsible for a lot of that classic. But if you look at Weird Toad and Weird Peach, this is a Miyamoto joint.
Totally. And for me, it's always going to be a winner because that image fills me with so much joy. I can smell my childhood looking at that image. It just makes me happy. I don't know what it was about the Goombas and Mario. Yeah, and it's a stinky one. Yeah, stupid cat Mario doesn't get moved up. You guys suck. Woo! We did it! Dogs rule and cats need to go back to school and learn some manners. They didn't go to manners school because they're all just rude and weird. Anyways, all right, let's give it an S, right? Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I just want to say Yoichi Kotabe. Yoichi Kotabe is the artist who did the box of Super Mario 3, which is my ultimate art Mario.
Yes, beautiful.
With that particular way the eyes were drawn, his blue with the pupil and everything. Just, mwah.
And were you the Wizard guy? Because I was obsessed with that movie growing up, and that was such a huge part too of the hype machine around it. And that box made me so happy. That yellow box.
I mean, that yellow box is amazing. I've looked for copies of that on eBay just to have the box in my house. Just to have, because I have my childhood copy of the game, but I don't have the box.
Yeah, because it was that paper box. Anyways, all right, what do we got next?
Yep.
Ooh, call the doctor.
Man, okay, so I remember getting this game for maybe my birthday or something like that, and my aunt got it for me, and she left it to my grandmother's house so I could get it, and I remember going over there in the rain and getting this game and not really realizing it was going to be like a Tetris-like, but then really quickly kind of falling in love with it. I mean,
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with anything, but I just, again, have nostalgia for this game. Yes, yes.
Can I tell?
Yes.
Can I tell a very stupid story? I begged my parents for the Game Boy version of Dr. Mario, even though this is not like I barely got through Tetris. Like I hate puzzle games, but it was because my shitty friend at recess told me it was the only color game on the Game Boy.
Ha! And then it just wasn't. It was black and white. Cool
No, it's
textures on the
physically
pills.
impossible.
It's
The
physically
dot
impossible.
matrix
Well, until they got the color
display
Game
is
Boy.
incapable.
All right, so for Dr. Mario, I think my big issue, my umbrance here is Mario is a plumber. Mario is not a doctor. Are you trying to convince me that he like moonlights as a doctor? That's insane.
I'm sorry. Holden. Mario taking on different jobs is part of Mario's character at this point.
Okay.
Like they even reference this in Mario Odyssey. He's been a tennis judge. He's been a golfer.
Right.
He's been on safari. He's been a
race car
construction
driver.
guy.
Right.
And Dr. Mario was one of the first examples of, okay, today Mario is a doctor. And yes, he does not have a medical degree, but yes, he will be prescribing you pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
What is the human body if not a series of pipes?
Right.
When
Right.
you break it down.
Can we go back to the art
You
real
got
quick?
the one big tube, and then it's got the little tubes.
The bottom right there, that Dr. Mario, that's so Mario.
That's
so
that's
Mario.
very Mario. That's very
Yeah.
Mario. I agree.
You
I
see
agree.
how
And
much that
honestly,
looks like.
the Mario on the left, I think, is pretty Mario to me. The original box art for the Nintendo game is pretty
It's
Mario.
pretty
to
Mario,
me.
not as Mario as the Mario on the right, and I can't quite tell you what the difference is, but they're both Mario. But the one on the right is
the head proportions. The head proportions
Yeah,
and the hair
yeah.
is a little fucked.
something about it. Something about it is just like right in the pocket for me. I'm just like. I'm just like nodding my head like I'm a jazz drummer who's hit a good groove. I'm like, oh yeah, that is Mario, baby.
All right,
That
real
is
quick-
Mario.
Real quick, Orange Otter
It's the
Pop.
turtles he's not kicking. that
Orange
really
Otter
matter.
Pop says, God, I would love for him to fill me up with his thick Italian summer sausage fingers and check my cummies button. I just don't understand why that kind of
We
content.
know how horny Chad is. We
It's just
know how
unbelievable.
horny he is.
You know what I mean? Oh, you just want to fuck him because he's a doctor and you think you can get you pregnant so you can steal his money. It's unbelievable these days with this stuff. I love Dr. Mario. I think he's great. I think that original art's great. I can't go above a B for this Mario, though. It's just kind of not.
Yeah, it feels very non sequitur. Like it's I just can't. It's clearly they did not imagine this as a Mario game. They were like, shit, we have a thinky game that fat American children won't want to play. We'll just slap Mario in there somehow. We'll call it the Mario Doctor game or whatever. Like
I
clearly
don't
there
think
was.
that's the case. I think Mario had a genuine interest in medicine, and they said, okay, let's design a game around it.
Then why would you be a plumber at all ever again, bro? There's no way you would want to get all that. You're knee deep in fucking shit pipes. You know what I mean? Last time I had the plumber come over to clear out my drains, he was puking and shitting. He was so upset to be there. He was like, I've never seen such disgusting, like day-to-day living, you know? I mean, it's horrific. What are you giving him,
Okay,
Adam?
I guess you guys are saying B. I guess I would maybe say A, but I think I'm outvoted, so I'm going to see if I want to use my veto later on this. But not yet. I want to see where everything lands before I use a veto.
All right. Can we go B?
I'm leaning more towards C, but I'm not going to die on
No, fuck you.
I'm gonna split the
Fuck
difference.
you.
I'm gonna split the difference on this.
it. Plumber, not doctor. Plumber, not doctor.
You're referencing Transformers with monkey, not truck, and no one would
I
get
am.
that reference ever in a million years. It's
Maybe
B.
it was just for you, Holden. Maybe it was just for you.
It's B.
Holden says B.
All right. Real quick, too. Speaking of schoolyard liars, Ben Curran. I've tried to look you up and I can't find you. He told all of us he had virtual reality. He convinced all of us in elementary school he had a virtual reality headset. And we all went to his place on a Saturday to go and finally experience virtual reality for the first time in like 1993. And we ended up just playing that shitty Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner game on N64 all day, and it sucked. And I fucking hate you, dude. I fucking hate your ass. All right. What do we got next?
N64 came out in 96, but okay.
Okay, 96. Whatever. I just pulled a year out of my ass. I don't know what year I was in second grade.
Oh, okay. All right. Hear me out. How can a Mario not embody anything of Mario and still be one of the best Marios? It's when it's Bob fucking Hoskins.
Okay, real quick before we get into
Also,
this, it wasn't on the N64.
That was amazing.
It wasn't on the N64. It was on Super Nintendo, so that changes things a little bit.
I'm sorry.
All right, because I definitely was in elementary school. All right, okay, Bob Hoskins Mario.
Let me go off.
Go off.
Hold in. I gotta.
Go off, King.
So, obviously, one of the most famous massacring of what like every child in America wanted from a Mario experience. Dark, weirdly adult, incompetently edited, full of disgusting non sequitur plot points like a fungus mutagen.
We did an episode on it. It was amazing to learn
Hated
about.
by literally every single person who made it, including Bob Hoskins.
He was hammered the entire time he made the movie. He injured himself. He was so drunk. He injured himself classically jumping into a car. Oh my God, Tara Incognito with the 10 gifted subs. And you know what, Tara? You didn't even realize this, but you just earned yourself a sub balloon. We have 2 sub balloons to give out to people who gift subs. All you have to do is give 5 subs. You gifted 10. You get a sub balloon, all your own, Tara, that you can cash in at any time. Let us know in the chat. All right, anyways, go on.
And yet, an Italian plumber from Brooklyn absconded to a mysterious alien world completely unlike his own, and yet through the goodness of his heart and his own blue-collar values decides to step up and become a hero to a kingdom is the most core Mario thing in the world. It is a perfect like everything else in the movie is botched, but like what a weirdly dark, semi-realistic, semi-commentary on New York City crime in the 80s Mario would be is Bob Hoskins Mario. It like it works. It fucking works in his performance, and therefore he embodies a level of Mario-ness even despite the aesthetic horror show that he found himself in.
Point, counterpoint.
I'm saying S.
Adam.
I'm saying S.
I disagree. He didn't want to be Mario. The man hated Mario. The actor's at war with the character. There's corruption
he's
in
just
the
a
heart
good actor
of the
and a
Mario.
professional.
Let me I didn't interrupt you. Okay, thank you. Reclaiming my time. The character is at war with the actor.
The judge recognizes the good man from True TV.
It is not. It's not. It is. This he did not want to be Mario. His Mario is corrupt at its center. There is fundamentally flawed. He did not vibe with the core of Mario. He didn't care. He didn't like it. He is not Mario. He's less Mario than your average person walking down the street. Like, just talk to a random person walking down the street and say, "Are you Mario?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, more than Bob Hoskins was Mario." Sure, I have Mario in my heart. I love Mario.
He
hated Mario.
But he's a fucking great actor who gave a performance, and he absolutely is like, yeah, Mario.
The entire movie was trying not to be Mario. The whole screenplay.
Yes.
They were like, this. What is this going to be? We got to make it something completely different. They didn't,
And I am saying, in that storm, in that nightmare scenario where nothing else resembled Mario, his performance captured a simple man out of time, out of place, working with his own blue-collar talents to save a fantastical world. And if that is not Mario, I don't know what Mario is, besides a series of charming Yoichi Kotabe illustrations.
So wait, Jake is saying S. Adam, are you saying F?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, okay. He's definitely not fucking S, bro. I would, and I definitely am veering more towards more F-sided, I think, than S-sided. Will you compromise with a D, Jake?
A D? A D. A D. Good sir.
Jake,
I feel like
he was drunk the whole movie. Are you kidding?
Yeah, he's that fucking good that it turned out a great performance anyway.
I mean, I'm dumbfounded. It's classically one of the worst movies ever made, and I just watched Son of the Mask.
He's
and really
literally
paid
the
attention.
best part of the bad movie. That the essential
he said it ruined his life.
Yeah.
His life.
All right.
Mario's ruined a lot of lives. You're looking at one of them.
Okay, can we do a Jake? A C. We're not going higher than a C, Jake.
Give him a C.
Give him a C, Jake.
All right.
All right.
Bob Hoskins is up there with Mario 64.
All right, now veto
Iconicness.
balloon him down to a D. Thank you.
Jake, I understand why you did. I understand you did what you did.
Yeah.
So we're veto ballooning him down.
Yeah, he's down to a D now.
Chat,
thank
Chat,
you.
I need you to act right now. Chat, I'm calling upon you. Like Son Goku.
You understand the
reach
risk
out
you
to
take,
you.
though. You understand the risk you take, Jake, because now he can easily be an F because of this. All right, fine. Jake, put the poll up. It can either go down to an F or it can go up to a C.
Chat, hear my cries. Chat, I need you to believe in the heart of Hoskins here. Justice for Bob.
While we wait for that, why don't we find out what is next on the docket? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I've never even, you know what? I've never even honed in on what Mario looked like. I mean, this isn't even Mario. This is, what's his name? It's Jumpman. Yeah.
Jumpman.
This is Jumpman.
This is not Mario.
This is not even Mario. This is fully not even the guy, and he looks so off. I mean, this is F, right, guys?
It's really bad.
You know, here's what I'll say.
Whoa. That's Mario and Cupman. That's
you can
crazy.
tell they just were like, they lost the rights to Popeye with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you oh my God, that's horrifying. He's so old. Look, this was where the overalls and the mustache were originated. You know, the famous story being that they couldn't draw like a mouth or like a shirt and pants because of the low number of pixels. They went with the overall and mustache. So we have some essential Mario elements coming into view, but this is at best a proto Mario. If we were to accept this as Mario, we would also have to agree with the Alabama Supreme Court that an embryo is a human being. You know, this is an embryonic Mario, and if we go down this road, abortion is going to be banned in America.
Well, we just got an abortion in chat. We're moving, I guess, Mario, Bob Hoskins Mario, back up to a C, which is insanity to me.
You.
So there's the chat.
Thank you.
That is insane. Well, Adam, you still have a veto balloon, but I understand
40% of the vote, so a plurality.
Yeah.
Not even a majority.
Absolutely.
First cross the post, baby.
All right. This is F still. I'm F on Jumpman.
Yeah,
he's not even
I'm
Mario. He's
also F.
Jumpman. I mean, if we're talking about most Mario, he's just not Mario. I can't even believe he's wearing the clothes he's wearing in that. Like that, I'm like, wow, I can't believe they got.
Oh, wow.
But that
I'd
is
give him a D for historical value. A D for historical value, but
I respect that. I respect that angle.
a D for don't like it. Jake, what do you got?
I feel a primal aversion. I feel like a fear instinct. I feel like if I saw some kind of necromancer bring my grandma back from the dead as a shambling abomination, I'm just like, ew, no, that's not what I love. That is the wrong version of the thing I love. I feel I feel fear when I look at Jumpman. But without him, we wouldn't have Mario, so I'm comfortable at a D.
I think you guys are crazy. I mean, okay, D, and I don't even have a veto left. That's fucking insane.
You want F? We can go F.
I definitely want F. I think that's insanity that it's a D.
You want to go F? Yeah, let's F it. F it.
Okay.
F.
Wow, that was crazy easy. All right, what's next? And I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh.
S.
That's my well. This is the problem though. We have the cover art, and then we have the Mario in the game. Like the Mario in the
They're
game,
both S.
Both are great because both cover Mario as delightful children's hero, and then Mario as perfect video game cipher. Like he's just this blank canvas upon which you are experiencing the adventure through in the game, and then also he lives on as a delightful character. It's great, and it's pretty much the same as the Mario 2 sprite as well.
He's round and cute. When he ducks, he pulls his hat down.
Yes, that's beautiful animation.
I mean, this is just the ultimate Mario, original Mario. This is the closest we'll ever get to touching the Godhead, the Mario head. This is S. This is S Mario.
All right, I think this is a quick and easy one for us all. That's an S. That cover fills me with pure joy. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna go hard on Mario World Mario too. That's to me also like it's like 3 and Mario World are my Marios. Anyways, let's go on. What's next? OG. Now I have a lot of love for this. I mean, this is, it's kind of interesting how that original Mario 2 doesn't get that like box art illustration. I guess that's better though than Mega Man 2's box art illustration for the Nintendo cartridge, but it is weird just to see the blocky, no joy in his face, any of that. I mean, it's definitely like
raw colors.
Yeah, the colors are kind of wrong, but there's still something about it that sucks me in from a nostalgia aspect, just because that was probably the first platformer I ever played was Super Mario for the Nintendo. I don't know if I don't think I ever played a platformer like before that.
Jake's internet died, so he'll be frozen in time for a minute.
All right, he can. Okay. Now the lunatics have taken over the asylum.
This is an A. I think this is an A because it is so Mario. It's so very Mario. The colors are slightly off. We have to admit how much of Mario this established. It of course does look like Mario. And in fact, we could even combine it with original art Mario because that original art went with this game. But I think it's fine to separate them.
I would like to think that Jake really is looking at you just so lovingly right now and just admiring the way that your essence. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful kisses between co-host and guest. It's beautiful. Well, I guess we'll jump. I mean, we got to keep the show moving, so I guess we'll say A all day. I agree, Woodrat. Let's do A. If he wants to veto, he can veto. But I agree. I mean, he is, to me, that's like the Jumpman. The reason why you guys wanted to put Jumpman at D, that's like why that Mario to me is like, that's why he's at A. He kind of established it, in my opinion. All right, next up.
I just want to say that when I was a kid, I got Mario 1 and Mario 3 at the same time. And I liked Mario 1, but we were always aware that it was like the less good Mario. That like Mario 3 was the perfect Mario. Mario 2 was a weird side Mario. It was just like very obvious. This is when it crystallized, was Mario 3.
100%. I completely agree. All right, what do we have? What's Paper Mario? I never really got into the Paper Mario thing until the most recent one. What was it, Sticker Star or whatever it was? The one on the Switch. It came out during pandemic. I remember playing it in a really weird mental state, but it was kind of my Animal Crossing. Is not really an Animal Crossing guy. It was like that fun Nintendo game that kind of like kept me from like writing my own version of Inside, you know what I mean? Instead of like doing my whole thing, I can't leave, instead of making songs, I was just playing this game. It's a charming Mario. I think it's more charming than Baby Mario. It wouldn't go higher than a B for me, and I'd be surprised if it got a B. Adam, take it away. Hey, he's back.
You can get rid of me just because my terrible rural cable internet is dog shit.
You're back for Paper Mario.
Yeah.
F.
Now,
don't care.
Something really insulting on that box.
By the writing.
Can I just go back to the box really quick? This tagline, thinner Mario, bigger adventure.
I've never
Late 90s were really not on the train of body positivity.
No.
Do you understand? This is something we've hit upon over and over again in the podcast, but like Sega of America with their like edgy Genesis campaign rocked Nintendo so thoroughly that they were traumatized for like 20 straight years afterwards. Like they just stopped being normal for an entire like generation and just like could not figure out what they were about until like maybe the GameCube era.
Everybody's calling this body shaming Mario fatphobic Mario. It's really kind of gotten political in the chat. So I just want to say, I hear you. I see you. I'm an ally. Do better.
I'm going to say something controversial. Paper Mario, specifically the 1,000-Year Door, is a lot of people's favorite Mario game.
Sure.
Those people are not Mario fans. They are fans of Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Like, it's wonderful. It's not a game I've played, but I understand the effect. I tend to play it, right? But it is not true Mario.
No.
Now it's a wonder. It's a spin-off of Mario.
Yeah, it's
right?
almost like a spoof. It's almost like a satire of Mario.
And that's great, but it is not. It's further away from the Mario.
Right.
I would give this a B, I think, because it looks like Mario. It's a wonderful art style. Look, I even have some magnets. Look, I have some magnets of it because they're so cute.
Right.
Right. Like this does have a certain iconic look to it.
But dead eyes. It's very Funko Pop eyes. And I think that's what's fucking with me. Hilarious Satan, thank you so much for the sub. By the way, I should say, please sub to the channel. All subs greatly appreciated. The next person who gifts 5 subs gets their own veto balloon. We only have 1 left, so it's got to be the next person who does it. First come, first served. Thank you again. Smash the sub button. Gift subs. Fucking spend money on us.
Holden, no, if they do that, then the network will thrive and we'll be able to keep doing this. We don't want that to happen.
You guys are kind of convincing me to rank him down. I'm surprised you said B at the end of your spiel, Adam. I would say I'm thinking more like a C at this point because you're right. He's not. It's not.
I agree with a C.
Not
I
for
agree
Mario.
with a C.
Yeah, Truffle fried. Thank you so much for the sub. Give it a C. Beautiful. All right. What do we have next? That was a tough one. Okay.
God, Eric, hold on. Before we say anything, Eric, you are an incredible producer on the show. You have the voice of a velvet god. Your obsession with weird AI art has been a boil on this show that must be Lance. What is that? Every time you try and sneak in some fucked up AI art. Why, I ask? Why?
That's not AI art.
That's real, man. That's the real Pratt.
Yeah.
That is
I
not
took
a
that
dad
photo.
bod.
Yo,
The one in the middle is AI art. See, that's.
I see.
Mishleesh, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Chimp Temps, and thank you for making me say those words out loud. You already kind of threw him under the bus in the beginning, Adam. I mean, I don't think he's an F. I was charmed by the movie. I think I liked the movie, though, more than most people in hindsight. And people seem to really not give a flying fuck. Even Eric said he tried to put on the movie, our producer, and he had to turn it off. He fucking hated it. So
I thought every part of the movie was so Mario, except for Mario himself. He doesn't look like Mario. He doesn't sound like Mario.
King Koopa was obviously Bowser, incredible. The Mario
Peach,
Kart was so Mario Kart. You know,
Charlie Day was a great Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh God, that little sequence. I loved the movie when they were in Brooklyn. That opening segment felt so great. Felt like a callback to the Super Show and all that, like kind of ephemera 80s, 90s stuff that was put out there.
I think the movie is also wonderful animation directing. It doesn't get enough credit for how good the animation directing is. Just the shot choices and the action. It's very propulsive. There's a lot of surprise. There's a lot of shots that are gags. You know, it's really, really fun. But just like Chris Pratt's not fucking Mario, and also the model. I'm not just complaining about the actor. The model doesn't look like Mario to me. That's not Mario. That doesn't look like Mario. It's like there's something weird about it.
It looks like a dog toy or something, like a squeak toy that you get.
Yeah.
He looks too young for one thing. You know, like Mario is a 50-year-old man, okay?
I believe Miyamoto said he's like canonically 27 or something weird like
that. He's grizzled. I would give this a D personally.
I was gonna ask Adam to throw the first letter into the bucket. Jake, what letter would you like to spit into the bucket for this
I
Mario.
agree. Like the weird things they did to make him a like distinct Mario when like the classic design is there and just needed a little bit of tweaking was a weird choice, and I don't appreciate it. Like I never want a like replica toy movie Mario.
Yeah.
It's just
Like-
just some guy.
If you look at the Koopas, they look exactly like Koopas in the movie. Look at the Boos. They look exactly like Boos. Look at the Bowsers. They look exactly like Bowser. Pan over to Mario. What the fuck is this? This is not Mario. And we 3D Mario has solidified in look at this point. If you look at, again, Super Mario 3D World, for instance, everything is perfect. It's just not Mario. I don't know why they did it. It's like the bad Sonic, except they never changed it. That's how bad it looks to me.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's not say things we can't take back.
Whoa, Sonic's teeth, Sonic.
Come on, that's a heavy.
Sonic's
I wouldn't
teeth's
say
like
that about my own mother.
Sonic's teeth like tryptophobia or whatever, where like the stuff with the holes in it that people don't have a fear of. Like that's looking at Sonic's teeth makes me scared or whatever. It makes me like frightened to like I have to go lock doors when I look at it. I would say I agree with your D though. Jake, do you agree with the D?
I agree with the D. I was, wow, that's amazing.
That makes me want to, that makes me want to like take a shower. So I feel like I'm at the end of the crying game. I can't believe I made a crying game reference in 2024. Anyways, I would go with D for sure. I'm cool with D. People are saying F in chat is that they don't like Chris Pratt's like relationship with his son or whatever. But I can't get into that. We're talking about Mario. All right, I think D.
Oh yeah, what did we rank NES Mario? Okay, good. I see A, because it's a little weird. It's
just so fundamental to like what Mario is that it's got to be up there. But yeah, I would never give it an S. All right, next up. Oh, propeller head Mario. I mean, I think you're right, Adam. Like at this point, they have the design down pat. I mean, I look at that. That is super duper definitely Mario. But I don't know if I don't know. I'm not.
How do we feel about the new Super Mario in general? Because like
Thumbs
the
down.
Penguin Mario, the Drill Mario,
Thumbs down.
It's like weirdly flat. It's weirdly
So
it lacks personality.
Are we talking about newest Mario? Or are we talking about Mario? What
Not
is
Wonder.
it called? Wonder.
The new Super Mario
like
Brothers
Wonder.
series. Wonder is wonderful, but the new Super Mario Brothers series is so close to being Mario without being Mario. It's Uncanny Valley Mario when I play it because it looks like Mario. It smells like Mario. There is no whimsy. There's no inventiveness. There's no fun. A propeller hat, like he goes up more. That's it. And like dangles down. He's not a raccoon. He doesn't have a cape. He just has a propeller on his head. It's unimaginative, and therefore it doesn't have the soul of Mario. None of this series has any imagination. And it's like no one even remembers these games. No one remembers the names. They're just like new Super Mario Brothers Deluxe Luigi Edition. What's it called? Like
I played all of them. And
it's phoned in Mario.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's kind of this carbon copy, and I only play it to like experience a bit of nostalgia while also getting to experience like new levels. But I do agree that it's completely cut and paste Mario. The design, though, Propeller Head Mario, I guess it's just cynical. It's just like you look at it and you just see cash. It's just a cash grab, just cash flying out of its propeller, essentially, when it's flying around. How low do we rank it, though? Because it definitely looks like fucking Mario, bro. You know what I mean? It can't be F.
I think D. I think
D for Propeller Head Mario. Do you agree with D, Adam?
I agree with D. There's just no charm here. I don't love him when I look at him. And I love Mario.
All right.
Does this Mario bring you joy? The answer is no.
All right, we got about 7 or 8 left. I think 8. Let's jump in. We might have to lightning round a little bit, a few of these. Let's go. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, man. Super Mario RPG Mario.
This does not look a lot like Mario.
It does not look like a lot like Mario. I do want to give shout-outs, though. I finally got to play it because they put that remake out, and I know that drastically it looks different from what this is actually as well. But I do love the game, and I think that it's such a cool, meeting between Squaresoft and Nintendo. And we did a whole episode on it for Was the Bruiser 2, so we know way too much about it. So I have to give it its due. But yeah, it looks like Donkey Kong Country Mario.
Yeah. Not even. Yeah. It's just orbs. It's just a series of orbs. arranged into Mario.
Take very early computer generated art, like where you can basically just do spheres and teapots. That's all you can make.
Yeah.
And then cobble together a Mario that you like scan in to make sprite artwork. It's just like such a weird Frankenstein.
You know what?
I'd say
This is a great Mario. This is a great Mario if a clown handed me a balloon animal. Looked like that. I'd be like, God damn, that's a great.
Are you trying to?
I can't believe you made a.
Or it's on a cake. Yeah, it's made out of icing on like a cupcake.
First of all, the clown friend pimps me. The power dynamic is very unequal right now. But no, I mean, if you look at that box art, that is a balloon animal shaped like Mario.
Penny Lane and Fananime both said Compression Mario, which I love. I love the name for that, Compression Mario. I start at C. I could definitely go lower. Jake, what do you think?
Let me see the tier list. I feel like we've been D'ing a lot. We've been throwing down.
It's pretty even. It's really, really even, honestly.
I'll give it, if Paper Mario and Mario 64 are up there, I don't like this anywhere near as much as those. So yeah, D.
Adam.
Okay, I'm fine with D.
All right.
Purely on the Mario, not on the game.
Yes.
Just the depiction of Mario.
So charmed by the game. So charmed by the game. All right, here we go. What is this? This is a more modern one, right? Okay. Smash Bros. Mario. I don't even know what that Mario is. I'm looking at 4 different fucking Marios right now.
Okay. So I guess when I put this down, my vision was like the Melee Brawl Mario, where like they gave him weirdly like high textured dungaree overalls, and he's like a little like angry. And there's just everything, like he's just a little more edgy. He's a little more edgy.
Go back to that pic, but he doesn't have the angry American box art Kirby eyebrows or anything like that. Top left, not Mario. Bottom left, Mario. Bottom right, it's Mario 64 Mario, so weird, kind of not Mario. Top right, I think angry Mario, so it's off-putting, but it's Mario, I think.
I think for the overall Smash Brothers series, I'm going to call this is Mario throughout the Smash Brothers series. And the Smash Brothers series, one of my favorite things about it is all the characters are so on model. Every character looks exactly like themselves. Mega Man, when they introduced Mega Man to Smash Brothers, I bought that fucking Mega Man. Here, look, I have it. Hold on.
You have an amiibo? You got an amiibo?
I got the amiibo. Because look at how Mega Man this is. Oh, it's
you got to put your hand behind the figure if you need the autofocus to kick in.
Oh, the hand like this. This is so Mega Man, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it just looks like Mega Man. He looks like Astro Boy, which of course is what Mega Man ripped off. But so it looks so much like Mega Man. Like Mario. I give it an A. I think it's like this. They really tried to get very close to the pure spirit of Mario, and it's also a great example of Mario as the default choice in a lineup of fighters. It's like he's good at everything, right? He's straight down the middle at everything. He's athletic, he can hit hard, etc. It's like he's the star at the center of the universe. He's Mickey Mouse here. And I think that's very Mario.
I mean,
See, that's what I'm talking about. That like just the weird the stitching on Mario's jeans have never been more weirdly detailed.
Okay, that's a little weird.
So I think we're high. I think, are we B or are we A?
I want to say B, just because the weird attempts they do to give it that like next gen graphics like oomph, I always thought were kind of silly. But I agree with Adam that it is on model. That is a very like I was going to use the word attractive, but I will say it is an attractive 3D Mario model that they use in those games.
It's also the world where this is Smash Brothers is where Nintendo celebrates itself. It's where it eats its own tail, and that's why I object, by the way, to the inclusion of non-Nintendo characters in Smash Brothers. Apart from Mega Man, who I do accept, but I have strong opinions about this. So
no, Emerald Knight says Hot Mario. No, I'm saying Smash Mario, especially in the HD era. Eric, if you could bring that back, like it really draws to attention just how weirdly smooth and spherical the lower half of his body is. Like, what is going on down there? Like, I never thought about that until I looked at this model.
He has the body of a toddler. He has the body.
He honestly looks like. He looks like a little person in a kung fu movie. Does that make sense? Like he looks like Like he's wearing a costume and he's like about to go kick some ass. It is unsettling.
Right. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, this image is not as high res but I remember that denim texture vividly.
All right, are we going B?
B is fine.
Yeah, all right, let's throw B. Throw B. All right. Next up, I believe we're getting a little sporty in the next one. What do we got? Yes. F, I think. I don't know. This makes you say F.
This is fucked up.
He's like, yeah, he's having a hard. This is like what happens.
Mario does play sports, right? That's part of Mario's whole deal. But if this was like tennis Mario, U.S. Open Mario, like golf Mario, that's just Mario picked up a golf club. This is like a cyborg.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like dark,
pissed off cyborg.
This is Blade
like
Runner
a really
Mario.
Angry cyborg.
Yeah, it's Blade Runner Mario. It's like dark dystopian future Mario. For some reason in soccer, I feel like in tennis he's like pretty much him, but in this
go-karting, he's just having fun with friends.
Yeah,
tennis is very Mario.
Yeah, that's very Mario. But soccer Mario, all of a sudden he's like smoking cigarettes laced with PCP. I just don't understand.
They're trying to compete with PlayStation is what they're trying to do, which makes it less Mario.
Yeah, less Mario.
Game.
I'm happy to give it an F. If you guys want to fight for D, I'll put a pull cue in front of you and break it in half.
F is fine.
All right, cool. Let's do F. Okay, this one might be a little controversial. Up next, that's right.
F, I hate the short sleeves. Hate them.
What? Mario Sunshine Mario. Wow, the short sleeves. I told you it was going to be controversial. Immediately, Jake made a point, and then Adam went, "What?" So that is the sound of controversy, my friends.
I didn't even remember he had short sleeves.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever noticed that, but that makes sense. He's beachy Mario. He'd have short sleeves. He'd have
a lot of other. He'd have like a fun beach outfit like in Odyssey, but no, but the short sleeve, it just feels like this weird concession to nobody. I don't know. Also, the Flood backpack. I understand we're not ranking the games, but like the beloved friend of Mario, Flood the talking backpack, was never going to happen. They kept trying to make it happen.
This one's a hard one for me. This is probably literally the only Mario video game I've never played. Probably. Oh wow! Like It's a weird one. It's a weird one, and I'd be happy to go back and play it, but I definitely it'd be a game I'd go into knowing I'd be like annoyed at points, right? I mean, that's kind of the thing about it, right?
It's got some things that are not super playable today. There's some very nice, one things they did was, there's levels where they got rid of Flood and they just have you do basic platforming, which is great. It's like really challenging.
As soon as it's not like the thing they were trying to make the game about, it's awesome. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damning with faint praise when you're like, oh, but those bonus levels.
The model is very good. It looks,
but the model
this is the first time they nailed 3D Mario.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm not going to give it low, even though I'm alienated from it just because it's the only one I ever played. But it is a good model. I give it a C. I would even go B. Jake, you decide.
I just find it very off-putting. I want to say C.
All right, give it a C.
Before we move on, I have to really register a complaint about the Delfino Island residents are so disturbing.
Yes. Yeah, they really are weird. They're like 8 dicks.
What about?
They're like 8 dicks sewn together.
You're missing when you spray this woman with your sprayer, and she goes ooh, and her wet titties bounce. You're missing that. That part's really good.
I love it. All right, we'll give it a C. The ever-growing C category. Okay, 4 left to go. Got some wild cards in here. I mean, okay. This Mario, bro, I'm sorry. Okay, say what you will. I don't even know if I'm loving like the choices on the art we have, but the Mario, the actual pixel art Mario in this game to me is like might be my ultimate Mario. I love this Mario. This is the one I would definitely go hard for. I also, maybe I'm clouded because I do think Super Mario World is like the best one to me, maybe 3, but Mario World really I just think is like joy in a pure joy in a bottle. I mean, it's probably the only one. Well, 3 I play. 3 is my wife's favorite game, so we tend to do a co-op run of it like literally once a year. But Mario World is my game that I like to return to at least once or twice a year and play it through.
I mean, it's an incredible game. It's so different from Mario 3. Last year, I listened to the wonderful game design podcast Eggplant, did like a 3 podcast series on Mario World. These are game designers talking about it. And the thing I never really thought about is that it's a secret-based game. Like
yes. That's what
all
I love
the progression,
about it.
There's secrets. You cannot get past anything unless you know all the secrets. And that's such a strange thing to launch a game with, launch a console with.
I love it.
It does look so Mario, and we got Yoshi. I mean, I was going to say A, but I feel like we're not getting out of here without an S probably.
I'm probably going to have to give it an S. I love that you say that because it makes me realize, like, I think that's why I'm such a fan of the Souls series now, besides, like, the challenge and everything, because the Souls games also have this, like, constant feeling of wonder. Every area you go into, you're just constantly, like, what might I experience in this place? And I feel like
you have to talk to friends about it. They recreated, because there's so many secrets in the game, they recreated the essential thing that Shigeru Miyamoto. Here's the thing that he understood when they designed these games, that kids would talk about it on the playground, and share secrets.
100%.
That there was no internet, and there was information sharing that would make the game spread virally by word of mouth, because people would say, "Don't you know if you do X, Y, Z?" And that was them building on crouching behind the white blocks in Mario 3.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, let's just build the entire game out of the white block.
Mind blowing. That moment when you're when you first ducked behind that block and it actually worked because you like saw it on that weird video game TV show where if you won, you got to wear the Velcro suit and run around the fake video game store and Velcro the games yourself, which I loved. And I would wake up extra early to be able to see. This is an S game. This is an S Mario. Everything about this Mario is so wonderful and joy-filled, and it makes me happy to see that sprite. That sprite just gives me pure joy.
So S. I have a vendetta against this game. I hated this game when it came out, specifically because it was so obfuscated from like everything I knew in Super Mario 3, and like it really, I just found myself having like mastered Mario 3, just being like, wait, how was I supposed to know that? Just like very frustrated. That being said, I know this is very personal, and I'm not going to put that vendetta against the game. On a sheer art style basis, God, those sprites are appealing. God, that is
they're
like,
just the colors, great. It just pops. And I feel like I see more emotion in his face than I did in most games at that time. Like I see more in the character. It's S all day. Thank you for giving that to me. I was really happy to not have to fight on that one. All right. Since we were shitting on Cat Mario and likened him to Tanuki Suit Mario, I'm sorry, what is next, Eric? I believe it is Tanuki Suit. Yes. So since we brought it up, I was like, oh, is Tanuki Suit Mario on this list? Because I couldn't remember. Of course he is. What a bundle of joy. Probably the best Mario costume, I think, of every, skin
Absolutely.
or whatever.
And this far right Mario.
Yes.
Right wing Mario.
This Mario has opinions about building the wall.
Yes.
No, that Yoichi Kotabe drawing that's just so perfect. He's so fat and he's so jolly, and but he's moving athletically. He's so cute. You want to rub his tummy. He turns into a statue. I agree. It's the best Mario costume, and I think I got to go S.
I think I would go with you, and I think we need to give at least one of his like non-pure Mario skins like an S. And if we were to give one, it's Tanuki Suit Mario. Even the name Tanuki Suit is such a fun word to say. It's such a fun reference.
Why would American children in the 90s even know what the fuck a Japanese raccoon dog even was, if not for this costume?
That's right.
My first exposure to Shintoism and the Japanese folk religion was via Mario 3, because he turns into, it's not a Buddha, we looked it up, Jake, the other day.
It's like a Taoist
it's a version
of
the Buddha that tends to okay.
Bodhisattva.
And the fact that it transforms because of a leaf is because Tanukis would use leaves to like magically transform themselves. That like he would a trickster Tanuki would put a leaf on his head, and that alone through his magical powers would be a costume that made him look like a beautiful lady, and then you'd give him all your money.
They will not replace him. Put him at S.
Also, the tail really complements Mario's silhouette and like adds to his design.
All right, I'm gonna ask what's next like a real big question. What's next? Wario? What's Wario doing on this list?
Wait, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought that was a Mario. He looks like just like him. I'm so confused.
He's trying to take over the list.
He's gonna steal the list because it's worth money. I love Wario. How do I even deal with this right now? I'm fucking super big fan of Wario.
All right.
He's the opposite of Mario. He's the least Mario character that could ever exist. He has to get an F.
That's the thing.
But by being such a perfect antithesis, does he not help us understand what Mario is truly about?
Does he not in fact contain his own opposite in its purest form, is what you're asking.
Exactly.
Does the yin not contain the yang?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
You know, I'm a piece of shit. I'm like the Joker or whatever. I would rank him highly.
You reek of garlic and love building poorly made games.
All right, we give him an A.
All right,
yeah,
fuck yeah, let's give Wario an A. I love Wario, dude. That Game Boy game, man. Super Mario Land 3 rules, dude. The Wario games were great. I even kind of like the Virtual Boy game. I'm saying it right now. I'm going to admit it right now.
It's the best of the Virtual Boy games.
Of the Virtual Boy games, it is the best one. I think we have one final one to rank, and then this list will be full and locked. By the way, I don't know if we ever got that last 5 gifted sub, if you want to get in there on that. Wonder Mario, I fucking loved. I love Elephant Mario. Before we get into it, how many balloons do we have left? We have the Terra's sub balloon, sub veto balloon, one unknown one if someone wants to give 5 subs to get one on the docket. And is that it? Is that the last one?
I still have one.
And Jake still has one. All right.
I'm going to use, before we do Mario, actually no, let's do Mario Wonder first, and then I'm going to use mine for the last, for my very last change.
All right.
I think Mario Wonder is, what they brought back with Mario Wonder was they brought back imagination and creativity, which is the soul of Mario. That is the number one. If you look at what was in those original games that Miyamoto and them put in, it was creativity. It was packing stuff in. They did that again. And they also created a new art style for Mario that still looks so much like Mario. They did not just do a retread like the new Super Mario Brothers games.
Can we see it again? I want to.
They came up with a new way to draw Mario that still looks so much like him.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I don't even know how I would describe this. It looks like a painting. And I would give it an A, personally.
Yeah, I don't think I could go full S. It's not like Hall of Fame, at least, not at this point. Maybe in like another 5 years, I'll look back on it and be like, wow, Wonder. I mean, I loved it. I played it all through my Christmas break, like at home with the family. It was kind of my now I look at that game as like my, salvation from really busy family days during the holidays.
Look at his determination when he hits that run cycle.
Yeah, the way he runs, it's great. And it's old school, like when he starts running his hands, exactly, when his hands get like kind of back, like that's Mario 3. Yeah, it's great. I love the game. I'm happy with an A. I think we're good, Jake. Rank it an A, and then we'll do the veto balloons and close it out.
Yeah. A is fine. A works.
All right. It's an A. All right. I'm absolved of veto balloons. Tara in chat, do you have a veto balloon you would like to pop? And besides that, if anyone else wants to give 5 subs, you get a free veto balloon as well. It's not free. It costs you $25. And then we have Adam and Jake's veto balloons.
I'm waiting for Tara to go. Is Tara doing it?
I don't see anything from Tara. I see nothing from Tara.
Okay, I see nothing from Tara, so I'll do mine. I got to move Dr. Mario up 1 from B to A.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I like
that. Wow.
I love Dr. Mario.
I got to, for my veto, I'm going to bump Cat Mario up 1. Although derivative of the Tanuki Mario, it is at least a great continuation of the Tanuki Mario's tradition. It was well done. I loved hearing an Italian man go, "Nyan." That was just very great for me. And also, cats are great. Cats are fantastic companions. They care about you. Jake,
you know what was
about
really
Bob?
fun in that game was in the very first level. If you ever played it 4-player, the very first level, you could all become cats almost immediately. The game just gives you all cat powers.
Yes.
And now you're just 4 people running around going,
Yeah.
and just like
running
fucking up
walls.
Goombas. It was so silly.
Yes.
And I had a great time with it.
It was very, I did enjoy that.
I
All
agree
right.
with that, Jake.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
rank 'em up.
a D is better.
Did Tara leave? Is that
I
what
think
we're
Tara
doing?
might be gone, and I think that means we're gonna have to lock it. Tara, you get 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's locked, everybody. Let's lock it up. What do we got? Let's look at that tier list. I'm loving this. At F, we've got Baby Mario. We've got weird Striker Mario. And, of course, we've got Jumpman. He's not even fucking Mario. At D, we've got the Chris Pratt Mario, Propeller Head Mario from the soulless new Super Mario games. We've got Mario RPG. I wish I could rank you higher. Your game is great, but your design is bizarre. And Cat Mario somehow made it up to D. It makes me upset. It makes us all upset. At C, we've got Mario 64 Mario. We've got Bob Hoskins Mario. He's drunk. We've got Paper Mario. We've got Sunshine Mario. Weird short sleeve. I'll never be able to look away.
It's insane that Bob Hoskins is the same ranking as Mario 64 Mario.
I know, it's completely crazy.
It is not.
It's
It is not strange.
completely-
It actually makes perfect sense.
It's
if you
so
think
weird.
About
He
the
hated
core
that.
of what it means to
better
be
than
Mario.
both of them is Captain Lou Albano.
It's Captain Lou Albano Mario. He's just such a charmer. And there's that Smash Bros. Mario as well on B. At A, we've got, of course, OG NES Super Mario Bros. Mario. Wario somehow, because we're assholes. Wario is at B, or at A rather. We've got I forget what Dr. Mario, and then is that Wonder? Super Mario Wonder Mario, of course, the most recent game, which is fantastic. Everyone should play it. And then at S, we've got the original art. I mean, the template original art Mario. We've got the Super Mario 3 Mario as World Mario, and Tanuki Suit Mario. We had to give a different skin Mario.
Oh, Tara
an S.
showed up. Tara
What do
showed
you got,
up.
Tara? And what did she? What
Tara,
did they say?
what
I
is
wanna
your
use my
veto?
balloon. What's the balloon?
Unlock it. Unlock
Say it right now. Unlock it. It's done after you give us your balloon. What's your balloon?
Put up the list. Put up the list so
Cat
Tara
Mario
can
down.
see.
Move Cat Mario down. N64.
Move
Where
Bob
are you moving
Hoskins
it?
or Cat Mario up.
N64 up or down? It should have been Cat Mario down, but what is it? Up. N64 Mario up, and now it is locked. N64 Mario is now
B.
Oh, on C, yeah. That one's up to B, and it's now officially locked. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Adam, thank you so much for doing this with us. You were a blast, man.
I had a
Appreciate
great
you.
time. I love talking about Mario. So
Hell yeah.
it was so much fun.
I love it. Dark Insights.
Even the worst Mario is a beautiful thing. That's what I
Absolutely.
have to say.
Jake, as always, a pleasure to do this with you. Thank you to Tierzo and Eric and James on the produce section of the store. We're getting out of here. Good night, everybody, and stay clowny.
That's not our
That's
tagline.
our thing now. That's what we
did
say
not
now.
discuss-